This is Jackie.
And this is Heather.
And welcome to
Millennial Mom Chatter, your go-to podcast for candid conversations and fresh perspectives.
We're just two millennial moms navigating life one hilarious audio message at a time. Join us for laughs, adventures, and real talk.
Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Millennial Mom Chatter. As always, we are excited to have you here. Today, we don't specifically have a topic, so you're just going to hear us talk. So, how are you?
I'm good. Just another week in paradise, right? Like just grinding through mom life and everything like that and all the things that life throws our way, but good. Yeah. How are
It's
you?
your birthday eve.
It is. I am turning another year older, another lap around the sun, so that's always fun. Like,
I know you're a birthday person, but this year feels very
yeah. I don't know. It's just been really busy. So I honestly, and then having a birthday in the middle of the week is like not my vibe. So I'm just like, meh. Like, I'm here for like Friday and Saturday birthdays where it can just feel like a full day of festivities. Like I want that for other people too. Like I want my friends and my like kids to wake up and just feel like the prince and the princesses that they are all day long. So then I just feel like a weekday celebration is just not as fun. So, but I'm a grown up, so it's okay. Like I'm not going to cry about it.
I know. I wish I could like go and surprise you, but it's not going to happen this year. Maybe
That's okay.
next year. No, I'm excited because I know you like birthdays. You know me, I'm not a birthday person, but I like celebrating other people's birthdays, if that makes sense.
No, for sure.
I
can
like
get that.
getting them a gift and doing all that kind of stuff. I'm just not a birthday. I think of all of the texts I'm going to get and then I have to reply to them.
Yeah.
And like the calls and it almost makes birthdays a little bit of work.
It's a little
I know
bit of a
that sounds
chore.
really
No,
dramatic,
it's for real a chore. Because then you're like, I have to say thank you to all of these people. And it's just like, okay.
And then they're like, are you doing anything? It's like the same conversation over and over.
You just have to type a paragraph where it's like, thank you so much for all the birthday wishes. I didn't do anything. Sending love. Bye. Like,
Sending love. I love that one. I know it would. Can we make it normal to just like tap, heart it?
Yeah.
And then move on?
oh, is that enough recognition? Are we making that a thing?
I mean, I kind of like that because it is a chore, right? On your birthday?
Yep.
Like you're doing things, trying to enjoy yourself. And it's like you come back, like for sure when I get up in the morning, there's like usually like 15 texts. So I'm like,
from everyone wishing you a happy birthday. And you're like, cool. I have to respond to all this. This is how I wanted to start the day. Like,
yeah. I know that's me just being dramatic.
I know our listeners are probably like, wow, okay. So not saying happy birthday to our friends.
It's so nice that people say happy birthday.
Yeah, of
it's
course.
just like a little bit of a chore.
Yeah, it is.
Because then like people call, like your close people call and then they chat.
Yeah.
And so then it feels like your whole day is kind of like
it's filled
thank
up.
you.
There's exactly.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I want to go eat my birthday cake now. I'm going to let you go. Yeah.
I know. We got to eat. Jackie, are you doing birthday cake?
I'm going to do something. I haven't quite picked out what my dessert is going to be, but it'll be something. You know me. There's going to be something.
I was going to say you have. She's a cake girly.
I am. But the only problem is, this is my problem. Tony's really great about it. Like my friends and family are really great about it, where it's like they provide me this, dessert and I won't let it go to waste. So then the problem is that it'll be like whatever's left over, I will eat. So like I don't really like the idea of then like this cake or this giant thing sitting in my house because I'm going to eat it. I'm going to finish it. And that's just not good for my health. So that's diabetes. So that's why I'm just like, okay. So I already told Tony, I was like, don't get me this like giant sheet cake. Like we're just not going to finish it. Like the boys won't eat it. He's not going to eat cake for 3 days in a row. So that means I'm eating cake for 3 days in a row. So it's not I'm not above it. I just would choose not to have this gigantic cake in my house.
Why don't you do a Publix one? They're the perfect
Like a small,
size.
I know.
Either that or you can do Publix has the slices.
I know, like the individual slices for like $5. Like that's like the way to go.
You
just
could
stick
get
a
the one
candle.
you like. Tony can get the one he likes. The kids can split the one they like.
But I'm like, that seems so simple and easy, but I'm also like easily swayed. Like once I see then the sheet cake and like hot pink icing and they're like, we can write your name on top. And then I'm just like, I'll take the whole thing. Like, even though I just told myself it's not a good idea. Like,
I mean, you can afford the calories.
I can. And that's like not the issue.
Just work out
it's just
and do the gains. It's a leg day tomorrow, Jackie. Leg day.
No, that's true. And I am going to the gym tomorrow. So it's fine. I'll just
put some chicken breast on top of the cake.
Oh, gosh. Or just sprinkle some protein powder like on top. Like,
yeah.
Everyone's listening to this right now. Like, what podcast did we tune into?
Like, can you mix some of this protein powder? I'll bring it to you into the icing.
Into the icing and also into the cake, like into the cake mix. Like, is that a recipe? Like cake mix with, especially if you do like a Betty Crocker, surely you can throw in some protein powder, right? Is that going to change the way that it like fluffs up and bakes? I don't think so.
No, but I think you could totally into the chocolate, like a chocolate fudge icing. I feel like you could totally mix protein powder in it.
Yeah.
And it's so sweet that you wouldn't even taste it.
That's actually a really
like,
good
whip
idea.
it.
We'll come back and let you know if we've got some good protein powder, like brownie and cake recipes for you guys. Because I feel like that's easy to try. Especially if you do like a Betty Crocker like box one where you're just throwing powder in. So there we go. You guys tune in for some recipes.
I've been doing protein ice cream and I love it. Okay, so it's super easy because you just put, like if you want to make, you can obviously put your own protein powder and all that kind of stuff. But if you want to make it super simple, you literally put a bottle of the Core Power from Fairlife. It's 42 grams. And you just put a tablespoon of, you don't have to do this, but it makes it fluffier. A tablespoon of pudding mix. Some people use sugar-free. Some people use like regular. And then you can put any toppings you want in it. And literally that's it.
Dang.
And it tastes like ice cream. We did the vanilla Core Power and we put a little bit of Biscoff in it with the cookies. Bomb. Like tasted like straight up a Biscoff ice cream.
What was the texture? Did it get like creamy then? Like
no, it's just like ice cream.
Oh, okay.
Like
so
a soft serve.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you were able to eat it with a spoon?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure. Because you know how
like
some people
cream.
make it like shaky then where you can still like slurp it down. So I wasn't sure like
no,
texture wise.
It's just like ice cream.
Nice. Yeah.
It's delish. Like Alvaro was like, this is like some of the best ice cream I've ever had. I'm like, I know.
That could be like a good substitute for dessert. Like this.
That's exactly what we do it as.
Yeah, smart.
And then we split it. So it's like ends up being like 21 grams of protein.
That's not
and
bad.
that's like our protein shake for the night. Because we usually do protein shakes for the night. So that's like we just made it into kind of like a little bit more of a dessert.
Yeah. But that's good though for like satisfying any cravings and stuff. I like that idea. It's good.
I'm not a huge ice cream person. I like it, but it's just not. Whereas Alvaro really likes ice cream.
So that's great for someone who loves ice cream. Because then it could absolutely like nix that craving. Yeah.
I'm a cookie girl to the core.
We got to bake some cookies with some protein powder.
Oof, that's my, I guess, guilty pleasure.
That's okay. That's a good one.
Yeah. I'm not
I
a
feel
cake
like a lot
person,
of people like cookies.
But Biscoff, anything with Biscoff. Like even if it's cake or ice cream, I'll have it. Like that. Oh, the Biscoff ice cream tastes like the ice cream bar. The Biscoff ice cream bar.
Oh, that's impressive. Because remember we had the Biscoff cake, and I feel like that was like the lowest level of like Biscoff sweetness. I feel like that
You're
one
like,
was
that was trash.
Well, it wasn't. It was good. Like there was nothing wrong with it. I just feel like it was the low. It wasn't like because they whipped it into the frosting, but it wasn't like with Biscoff. So it almost was like a de-escalated flavor. And they could have done more. Yeah, just the Biscoff cream should have been the icing.
Yeah.
I think that's what I was expecting. And then since it was just like kind of like a light Biscoff whipping was basically like the flavor. And I was like, what? You could have done so much more with this.
Oh, yeah. But the Biscoff that got soft on the side from the icing was great. If you have not tried Biscoff ice cream bars, guys, that's where it's...
Those are very tasty, very satisfying.
They are so good. Everyone I've introduced to, they'll text me and they're like, you're so annoying that you introduced me to these.
But it's so funny that a Delta Biscoff cookie snack, like an airline snack, has been like launched into like a very decadent, delicious dessert. So
they were always my favorite.
Yeah,
like, I would be so excited to fly and get my like cookies.
Yeah, that's what I pick. Is that what you would pick as your snack?
Of course,
yeah, same.
You think I'm gonna pick almonds or peanuts? No, I like peanuts, but almonds.
Yeah,
I'm not an almond girl.
They're good for you, but they don't have any flavor. So definitely the Biscoff cookies.
Nah. But anyways, I'm glad your birthday's tomorrow, and I'm excited for you. And I wish I could surprise you, or like, we could like go to lunch or do something.
That's okay. One day. This is what it's like to be an adult, so it's all right. I'll be okay.
Yeah. This is our 30s.
Yeah, right?
School drop off.
Yeah. No, and other things that line up with my birthday, and I'm used to this, like weekends get taken away by a lot of things come this time of year. We had the Grammys this past weekend, and then now we have the Super Bowl this coming weekend. So we've got lots of names.
I forgot about the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we have lots of names in the headlines right now. So I feel like we can debrief a little bit here. Did you have a chance to check up on the Grammys at all?
So I started the Grammys a little bit late, But then I didn't finish it either. So I watched like the middle chunk, and it's just not the same. Like the Grammys used to be like, you sat down. I don't know. We would sit down and we watch as a family. Like
Yeah.
it was good. It was good music. I felt like it was a lot of music. And now it's just like a lot of fluff and a lot of like lackluster
Yeah.
performances. Like a lot of performances, like, what are they doing? Like, who is this?
Yeah. Who is it? Yeah.
Maybe because I don't listen to the radio, but
Yeah.
what was the black girl that like did, what does she have? Like school outfits or something?
Was she
She's
at
like
the
a rapper.
Oh, you're asking the
And-
wrong person. I'm terrible with names when it comes to
I
red
didn't
carpet
even know
people.
who she was. And apparently she was like very popular. And I was like,
Oh,
oh.
okay.
Like I had never, and I don't know if she sang a song that is like super popular because I didn't
Okay.
recognize the song either. So I was like,
Oh. Yeah, we're
But
just
she did
out of
one of
touch.
she did one of those, she was wearing like, she was clothed and then she was like, whoosh, and it was like bra and underwear.
Oh, nice. We love that. Definitely a family show for us to bring the
Yeah.
kids into the living room and watch with us.
Yeah. Every time an artist comes on that's dressed, you're like, okay, you'll be naked in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, what's under there?
No, for sure. And there were a couple, and I'm sure everyone knows of a few names of people who took off too much clothes for this most recent Grammys. Like, there's a lot of. Let's just start with outfits then. Like, what was our favorite outfit that we saw on the red carpet that day?
I'm going to say Taylor Swift.
Really classic, right? Like,
Very classic.
Yeah.
Like she showed some skin, but it was tasteful.
Yes.
Like she went how I imagine people go to an award show. Like nice, elegant, like pretty. Like you see the dress and you're like, that's really pretty. And you wear that.
Yeah.
Not this like weird stuff. That's like
so
random things.
So we can compare then like Taylor Swift with her really like glamorous red carpet look to maybe Jaden Smith with the house on his head. Like which one are we taking home today? The house on the head?
Yeah, or
Like,
just like the weird, like I don't mind if you do goth like kind of cool.
Yeah.
But like they just I'm assuming, I don't know this, but I'm assuming all award shows kind of give celebrities like a ballpark
yeah, there's
idea
like a
of,
theme. Like the Met Gala, like there's always like some sort of like a theme
Right.
for what the night looks like.
and they don't talk about that
Yeah.
theme, but like it's obvious because everyone kind of shows up in like similar stuff
Yeah.
where you're like, obviously they were told like a theme.
Yeah.
So it was very like weird, goth, black. I don't even know.
No, it was very, because I think the inspiration for like Jaden's house on his head was supposed to be like a Transylvania kind of castle. So then we already have that happening there. Lady Gaga had a really large black gown that was very gothic era. So like I think that's pretty consistent. I'm thinking I agree with you. That was probably what the theme was that we saw. Some people
Yeah.
stuck with it a lot and then some people didn't, and they just did their traditional, like Beyonce did a very traditional glam look, like very Beyonce.
Yeah.
So I think like we saw both sides, like full spectrum of goofy and
I just want
cool.
to go back to the, like when people would just like go with like their pretty dress they liked and that's it.
Yeah, and it was like, who are
Why
you
do we-
wearing today? And it's like this Prada gown, and it was like, wow, that's stunning. Like, and that was
Yeah,
it.
like think of it like, I don't know. I think people are just getting a little bit, and I don't know if it's even their taste as much as they're making it just like an art piece. Like
Yeah.
they're just trying to make headlines. I don't
Yes.
know.
Yeah, like,
Like-
I want to know, was Jaden Smith like? I'm really like hung up on this castle on his head. Like,
I really want a house on my head.
yeah, like yeah, exactly. Like he's young,
What
so
is that?
where does that come from? He's wearing a beautiful like suit, so it's just like he's handsome on the red carpet, but then he put a house on his head, and it's just like, what's that all about? Like, I wish I could understand. And then the other one that I was really thrown off by, I'm just looking here. E News did the
Kanye
work for
West?
us. Oh yeah, what's his partner's name?
I don't even know.
I don't even know this girl's name, but I'm also consider me old fashioned, but I just thought that was highly inappropriate for her to
yeah,
be
for sure.
out there like that. But the other girl, Julia Fox, I'll try to show you guys this. It might be, I hope it's not super blurry when I show this, but we might have to share a picture of it. But she's literally wearing underwear with a moto jacket and moto boots and dishwashing gloves. So like and like a wig cap. So I'm like, I'm here for individuality and like to each his own. And I know people are probably like, well, look what you're wearing. But it's like, I just, like you said, like there's just something about a red carpet award event that like we kind of expect people to show up in something fun with their personality or very beautiful and classic. And we've just gone so far the other direction. I'm like, dishwashing gloves for what? Like, what is that? Like,
For sure. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Like it is somebody telling them to wear this? Like their PR team? Like what is the like, because I really just don't think that she was sitting in her room and was like, I think I'm going to put like underwear with a net and then a motor jacket. And then what about like yellow dishwashing gloves? Like,
or she's like, this is going to look so chic. Like, this is the
yeah,
look.
like did she just sit there and come up with that herself?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think so.
No. And I don't know, maybe you're right that it is like, you know, her publicity team is like, this is a good idea. You're going to get a lot of pictures for this. You're going to get a lot of attention. Yeah. You're going to get good publicity from this. Because remember, any attention is good attention. So like it could have very well been like just for publicity.
I just don't understand the fashion world in general. Like when you see these like runway shows, like every single thing you see on there, you're like, nobody would wear that.
Yes.
Like nobody would wear that. But it used to be
where we would want to. We would idolize these beautiful gowns and we would be like, I wish I could wear this beautiful thing. Like I'd wear this to my wedding or I'd wear this to prom. Now I'm like, I didn't like it. Like I liked Taylor Swift's. Some of the girls had really cute stuff. Like Sabrina Carpenter. Hers was really beautiful and pretty and very fun.
She had a dress like
this.
Like
Cinderella blue. Like it was just really pretty, very feminine. So she does good with that. So same with Beyonce and Taylor Swift, like just really feminine pieces. A lot of people did. Like Jennifer Lopez, she showed up in a very feminine gown, but it's just like,
oh, she's a hot topic right now.
Yeah, she is. I just threw that in there.
Did you see that with Justin Bieber?
No, what did she do with Justin Bieber?
Apparently, there's inappropriate videos of her and Justin Bieber.
Oh, geez. Well, I mean, that would make sense for how he's
and
been
people
showing
aren't
up
sharing
lately.
them supposedly because of like he was a minor.
Oh, at the
like
time,
it was at the Diddy.
I see what you're saying.
It was at the Diddy parties.
Oh, yeah.
And so like they're being respectful to him because that's why they think obviously he's like kind of messed up because of all of this stuff. So I don't know if she's gonna go down. What's gonna happen? But
that'll be interesting to see. We got a lot of celebrities going down right now. There's a lot. Like, 2025 is going to be the year that the normal people are going to take over. We're going to shut. I don't know. We're going to try, right? Like
I feel like maybe I don't know too much on this Diddy thing, but I feel like all the celebrities that are involved are not going down except for him.
That's true. They're not going down. They're all just running away and hiding right now.
But why are they going to go down? Is the court system just waiting for it? And then, or because I always get confused a little bit by like the whole law and court side of things. Mm-hmm. Like it's almost like if they're trying Diddy, they can't do anything else for anybody.
Yeah.
Like they can't try anybody else, but just go after them then. Like
I know, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Like, and especially if there's video and, you know, home security footage of them walking out of the driveway and stuff, like, of course, like we have physical evidence, but I don't know. Like, I don't know how that's going to play out. Like,
I'm a little bit harsh, but like, so say I go to a party, right? And there's minors there and like, there's inappropriate things happening, but I'm not personally involved.
Yeah.
Right. Like I'm not doing anything. To me, even if you're at that party, you're guilty.
Yeah, you're condoning this behavior.
Like, you are letting this happen and you know it's happening. Yeah. So like if you don't leave or report it, you're guilty.
Yeah.
Like so all of these people should be held accountable.
No, for sure.
So I'm just wondering why no one else is going down in all of this, or are they just like prepping everything and then
It's been a very silent thing, though. You kind of just see, like, I think it was Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher. They, like, have said they've wanted to leave the country. And so I'm just like, as you know, they're worried about this Diddy stuff, too. So I'm just like, are people, like, silently just, like, making moves just to kind of, like, they're worried about their names showing up in a document?
There's a lot of people leaving the country recently.
Yeah, well, yeah, and obviously related to a lot of things. But, like, for this, I feel like some people are trying to hide themselves a little bit, like just to step back so they're not as much in the limelight as things start to come to surface, because I think people are nervous. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Like,
have you heard the whole conspiracy of the fires burning down all of the evidence of everyone's like,
and they're like, it's a good thing, like, because it's hiding everything for them. They're like, it's fine, let it burn. Like,
any pictures that existed or
yeah.
I hope, sounds mean, but I hope these people go down because it's just, you have to be held accountable for stuff like that.
And I also, this is going to sound bad too, but it's celebrities. Like, they're going to be fine. Just like, I think it's all like in bad taste a little bit too. This was something you might have noticed at the Grammys. They always have like a charity that they make an announcement to ask us, the viewers and consumers, for money to donate to, when it's like they're sitting in a room with million and billionaires, and they're not pulling out their, wallets and checkbooks to make donations, but they're asking us as the like basic low middle class citizens here watching the shows. And I'm just like, can like the celebrities just get it together right now? Like,
Yeah, like you could put hundreds, not even thousands of people together, and they couldn't donate as much as like one celebrity's like one donation.
Yeah. So that's why I'm just like, all of this. I'm like, the fires, when celebrities are worried about the Diddy thing, and then they're worried about politics, and then they're worried about like what donation, can our normal people, our fans, where can they donate money to? And I'm like, no, like, check yourselves. Like, you guys figure it out before you come asking us.
All the rich people could solve all the problems in the world if they wanted to.
Absolutely.
God.
Yeah.
Like, it's wild.
No,
like
for
how much say Taylor Swift spends on her jet, like on fuel in her jet. She could have like literally fed a whole village for like 30 years.
That's so sad, but it's true. Yeah.
But they don't care.
No, they don't.
They act like they care, but they don't. Let's be real.
No.
It's like, it cracks me up, all of the celebrities that are like, climate change and do better, guys. Do better with your one vehicle you have at home when they have 6 at their house.
Yeah.
And they have a jet that they fly in every night somewhere. And I'm like, get out of here.
No.
How about you have one car?
Yeah.
And how about you fly economy or commercial, even if you do first class?
Oh yeah, of
Just
course.
a commercial
flight. Or
flight.
you even like book all the seats so you have your privacy. Like, I don't even care. Do that. Like,
Do that. But to literally be like, guys, really, we need to do better. And then you fly your jet everywhere a million times. I'm like,
we're the ones with like cars breaking down on the side of the road, walking to like using no like anything, no harm to the earth. Like,
and don't get me wrong, I'm not a big climate change person. Like, I want us to treat our earth like as good as we can, but it's not realistic to be like, we can't drive a car or have gas or like,
of
it's
course.
just unrealistic.
Yeah. I try to
I'm
like whatever I can do to keep my own personal footprint, like my carbon footprint, to a minimum is what I'll do. So I'll try to like, I'm not going to have all the electronics running in my house. I'm not going to be wasteful with my resources.
We're not getting electric car.
Yeah. Like, I don't have a private jet. Like, I'm doing like, I try to recycle. Like, it's fine. Like, I turn off the lights if I'm not using them. It's great. Like, I love my earth. Like,
I just like, do I think it's dumb? Yes. But like, I don't even have a problem that they fly and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, to me, I'm like, whatever, they can do whatever they want. But just don't be a hypocrite and tell everyone else to like do better.
Yeah. Telling us to do better and asking us for money and all of the things. Yeah. For sure.
Like,
agreed.
Don't like, they're like, oh my God, these fires because of climate change, all that stuff. And it's like, you guys, everything it burned down is the people that do the worst in the world.
Their 5 houses, their 5, with diesel, whatever 10, they have. Like,
their 10 closets with 100, like literally millions of dollars worth of clothes. Like, they think that wearing a new outfit every day is being eco-friendly. Yeah. Come on. I can't. It's the hypocrisy.
Yes.
It's the hypocrisy more than them just doing it. I don't care. If you want to do that, that's fine. Of course, yeah. But don't be this hardcore left liberal that's like, guys, the energy and our ozone layer and they're doing this. It's like,
no, for sure. That's like a whole thing. We could unpack so much with that. Like, it's... Yeah, so everyone just do your part and do better. Celebrities, stop asking us for money. You guys pull out your own pocketbooks and take care of the problems.
Yeah.
So so there's a couple things that, like, coming back to the Grammys that we could unpack here. Were there any awards or, like, what is it? Like, performances that you were, like, shocked by? Like,
yeah, the same one as everyone else. that Beyonce won Country Album of the Year.
Oh, Beyonce. Yeah, we love her. But yeah, that's very interesting, right? Come on. So we actually did a little bit of work here for you guys because we just wanted to like break it down. Like,
why?
Yeah, how did Beyonce win this category? And we have a lot of really big name artists who didn't win or didn't win multiple awards. So I just thought it was really interesting that Beyonce walked away with that one. So let's see. She competed against Taylor Swift, for album of the year with the Tortured Poets department, and she lost to Cowboy Carter. So it's just interesting because if you look up these stats on how the albums performed throughout the year of 2024, Taylor Swift's album beat Cowboy Carter. So I'm very like...
So did Sabrina Carpenter.
Yes, yeah. And then Billie Eilish did really well this year as well. Lady Gaga. Like there's like a whole stack of artists who performed better as far as numbers when it comes to streaming songs and albums.
Yeah, Beyonce was literally last.
Yeah. So how did this happen? Like, so it's just very interesting to see.
You don't want to hear my opinion.
Like, Heather, tell me what happened. Like,
it's like they feel like this is a hot take.
That's okay. That's what we're here for.
It's just everything has to be like a race thing.
Yeah.
It just really does. Like at this point in time. And I think, do I think Beyonce has a good voice? Yeah. But let's all be real. The song, like her album did terrible.
Yes.
No one liked it.
Yeah.
Not her fans. I don't know what her Beyonce's fans are called, but not her fans, not country people. Like, that was just so uncalled for to like put her as the country album of the year.
Yes, agreed. They could have. I can see how she'd be a contender for maybe like song of the year, album of the year, but top country.
Something.
Yeah. So yeah, of course, because Beyonce's a queen. You know, we've loved her for years. Like Beyonce has incredible music. She's very talented. Like the world loves her. So it's not that we don't think she deserves anything. It's just this one award just seems not quite right. Like there's something off here. It doesn't match. It doesn't match the stats that we can
real
find.
Country.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because you put dun dun dun,
and she wore cowboy boots and a cowboy hat for the music video, so it counts.
Like the rest of the album, like don't get me wrong, even her popular. Well, I wouldn't even say it's that popular, but the song that was the most popular from the album, like even that wasn't very country, just because she put like a little twang in it. But the rest of the album, like. At least what I heard was not country.
Yeah.
Like, so I just don't know. And I feel bad for the country artists that were like in the category with her. The only one that seemed happy, which probably was just fake. Let's be realistic.
Yeah. They're all trying to be nice.
Was Lainey Wilson.
Yeah. Because they like the camera pans over to their faces.
And they're just like.
Yeah. They can't like immediately look disappointed because it's going to be broadcasted everywhere. Yes. They're like, that's right. Winner.
And people are like, well, she got voted for. And I'm like, yeah, but not by people. The Grammys are like, I don't know if it's like 1,200 or 1,300, but there's like a committee. And let's be realistic. I'm sure the committee is told what to do or like suggested. Right.
Based off the current climate in like politics, the world, like how we're feeling. Hollywood. Oh, yeah. All of it's kind of like a little bit of an agenda. Like.
Of course, like anything.
Yeah.
Right? It's just a little irritating, but it's okay. It's just like, why can't things just be normal? It's like they say, like just like the Super Bowl this weekend, they're like, oh, there's already a plan. And I'm just like, whether it's true or not, but I would believe it.
Yeah.
I would believe it. Because they need the drama. They need the like, even if you don't like plan a score, right? Like you actually don't know who's going to win.
Yeah.
But like, you're like, well, we're just going to play injured for this little time being, or we're just going to pretend that like, I can see that stuff happening.
Yeah.
And because of course it's going to look good if somebody gets injured and then they come back out in the field and then they end up winning the game. And then it's like this whole story.
Very theatrical.
And I just don't like it. Also, you know me, I just ramble. That's where we're at right now. Who's doing the Super Bowl?
You're talking
like the
about
halftime show.
Kendrick Lamar.
Oh.
So like this is kind of cool. Like this is fine. We always, or not we, but like America likes to have, they have to pick someone who's like relevant to the time or, you know, like a blast to the past.
They've been doing a pretty bad job.
Yeah. I've not been super pleased with the more recent halftime shows, but I do give him this because he is a Grammy award winner artist. He's got top songs. Like it's relatable for our younger generations to have someone super fun performing the halftime show. So I'm not like,
is it going to be inappropriate?
His songs do have explicit words in them, so I'm assuming he's gonna
I'm just thinking
like
naked
cut
girls.
out. I don't know. His music videos don't
so?
seem to be like I could
every
see that being the rapper trend, but I don't know if that's like I don't know if we're gonna see like booty popping up on the halftime show stage. Like, I mean, sometimes that happens at halftime shows though, because I feel like they just pull out the dancers and try to like give us something to look at. But
yeah, I've been very disappointed in the halftime shows. I think there's always an agenda behind it. They always have some kind of like, I feel like maybe this is my, conservative Christian side coming out. But even though people are like, no, there's nothing behind it, I feel like a lot of shows recently, and like when they do Grammy like performances or like halftime shows, I feel like sometimes it feels very like demonic sometimes. Like it feels like they're trying to bring this like weird energy, and you're just like, no, I don't know. I don't like it.
Well, I just think we're becoming, our society, our new norm is becoming, we're like less and less conservative, I think. Like, so
Of
like
course,
just generally speaking, like, so for instance, the halftime show, we're less shocked now. So when we see stuff, like we've seen so many things throughout the years, just in our lifetime alone in halftime shows. And now there's so much more sexualization. We're seeing more nudity. The type of songs that are being sung are not going to be like your kind of like kid pop kind of stuff that's appropriate for a 5-year-old to watch. Now it's like adult related concepts. So I think we've just, as a society, become way more like, we're going a little bit skirting the lines of like what's conservative, what's family friendly, what's okay for kids. Like, so it's just a
like
lot
J-Lo
more like,
and Shakira, like stripping.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't do that. Or I don't know. Like I thought some people were like, oh my gosh, that's not that bad. But when she had like the kids in the cages, and I'm just like, guys, what are we doing?
It's kind of in bad taste.
Can we just like, I feel like everything have to have an agenda or a political thing, or you are just a singer and you are performing. Like I'm good with like, if you have a cute outfit on and you're dancing and you're like rocking the stage, that's good enough for me. Why do you need to have like this, like, I don't know, this like excess stuff?
Yeah, just give us a performance. That's all that we're here for. Like play a song, let us sing along with you, and then that's it. Like walk off the stage with no agenda. Like just back to...
I sound probably like my mom, like, oh my gosh, like why would they do that? But it's just true. It's like even, I don't remember what we were watching the other day, but it's just like we've become so...
We're desensitized to
like even commercials, they like have like inappropriate words, and like I don't remember what we were watching the other day. It was like a normal commercial, and they like cursed, and I was like, me and Alvaro were like, what? Like, what is this? And like, I don't know, like they have like commercials for like tires or like sexualized, and you're like, what are we? Like,
because sex sells. Like it's 100% a thing. Like.
Yeah, and it's not even a tire commercial. It's like literally like a girl's body, and then like they're like, Goodyear, and you're like,
Goodyear.
What? Like
I
what
love
is this? Like, what's the other one that's like really the red one? What's it called?
Firestone. Is it a tire company?
Firestone.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what are we watching? Like, what does that have anything to do with it? Yeah. I don't know. Are we getting to that age now?
Well, it also is happening. Like it's 100%
No,
happening.
it is happening.
So it's like not only are we getting older where we're like, oh,
Yeah.
come on, like my children are watching, like old ladies, but at the same time, it is a real thing. Like we're seeing way more of it. Just examples of like the Grammys, like who we saw, the type of skin that some of the women were showing. Like it's way more a thing than it was 10 years ago. Like as far as like adult concepts, sexualization, nudity, curse words, all of it. Like we're just expected to like accept it and be okay with it, even though we're not. Like I just think about my kids. That's all I ever think about. Like it's like it's one thing for me to watch
TV
this.
and just curse.
Yeah, like I can watch this and I can put those in two separate categories and be like, okay, I won't dress like that. I won't talk like that. But my kids don't know that stuff yet. So that's the only problem. Like, dang, like, can they watch TV? Can they watch the Grammys? Can they watch the halftime show? Like, I don't know.
They can't.
Like,
They can't. At the end of the day, like we grew up watching the halftime show. We grew up watching Grammys. We grew up watching all these things, and now our kids can't watch it. Yeah. Like, and it's not like my kids even know any better. Like, they're not like, wow, I'm missing the Grammys. Yeah. But like, it's just sad that you can't watch
normal
ABC.
Things. Yes. Yeah. These
literally
award shows should be
channel.
normal. Yeah. Yeah.
And they're not. And it's like, it's just frustrating. Like that our society is like stooping low to all of this, like just, it's like sometimes I wonder like what world are we living in? Like it's almost like, is it a joke?
Yeah.
Are we in like a Truman Show?
Yeah. And it's like one day we're just gonna be like, where are we?
Like think of like even Lady Gaga quite a few years ago, like when she would wear like a meat dress and stuff like that. Like imagine showing somebody from like the 50s that they would be like,
yeah,
what are we doing?
Yes.
You know? So I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't get behind all of this, like just weird stuff,
Yeah.
like a castle on your head. Like why?
Yeah. And I was really hoping I was going to find something like a reason for it. Like, oh, he's going to be in a movie. He's going to be in Hotel Transylvania or something. And it was like, no, it wasn't. It wasn't.
He's going to be in Hotel Transylvania.
I was like, maybe it's cute. Like maybe he's got a part in a movie for something, and it was not. Like, so it has to come back. That's what I'm assuming. Like what we talked about earlier, maybe there was some sort of gothic theme. That's all I can pull. I've got nothing. So if you viewers and listeners know why Jaden Smith had a castle on his head, maybe you can share some insight with us, because I don't know.
Probably nobody does.
Yeah, and maybe it was for nothing. It was absolutely just him wanting the attention to look.
What do they call it? It was them expressing their...
Yeah, he's expressing his individuality on the red carpet. Gosh. So it's fine. Whatever.
I'm like, see, this kind of stuff, like, not worries me per se, but like, I just think like, is this a society that like my kids have to grow up in? Like, will they think this is weird because like they don't
or they think it's normal? They're like, no, Jaden Smith's like really cool. He like wears castles on his head, so I'm gonna wear a castle on my head. Like this is the new norm now, like for our younger generation.
Just please, we've talked about this on the podcast before, but Jackie and I just like pray our kids are normal.
Yeah. I don't know. They get asked if they can wear things on their heads now, and I'm gonna have to like try to like talk to their teachers and be like, it's a phase, just let them.
Jackie's like, I just started letting my kids wear Crocs, guys. Like,
I know. I can't. Like, we can't go to like full throttle with the individuality here. Like,
I really hope that Gen Z and some millennials are kind of ruining it right now. And I really hope we're kind of on the mend that like our kids' generation is going to like do better.
Yeah. They're going to be the ones that like fix things. They've got this. I believe in them.
Yeah. We really need to pray that our society just like gets back to normal. Like, can we just be normal people?
I know. I want us to be normal. Like Heather and I don't want to be like really annoying. Like we're like trying to push something here. Like we really just want normal, like happy, healthy, normal. Just like, let's all go back to like our normal childhoods, like where normal like the kids don't have like the kids don't have to stress out about weird stuff. Like just stress out about your test tomorrow and if your best friend still likes you tomorrow. That's it. Those are the normal things that kids should be stressing out about. Like it's too much. Like
I don't understand it, but whatever. We're just gonna hope for the best.
So hoping for the best for 2025, we have a new haircut that we can look forward to for 2025.
What's the new haircut this year?
So the Grammys introduced us to the jellyfish cut. So it's going to be like a new spin-off of, you know, what you've seen with like the wolf cut and the shag and like the bob and like the fringe.
I don't even know what a wolf cut is.
Wolf cut was the one that was like the different layers. You've definitely seen it, but it was like you could hold up the different lengths of hair and cut and it would create like the different like fringe and like layers and texture to your hair. So it was like very glam, like 70s like big hair, but it worked. It was such a very feminine cut. But jellyfish cut, so we had Lady Gaga, Billie Eilish, and Miley Cyrus show up with this new cut, and basically it consists of like a very chopped blunt with bangs and then some side fringe that's really blunt cut and then long length throughout the back. So I'll share this picture here. We have
like three different lengths.
So we've got short bangs. Let's get this to focus. There it is. So you can see it's just bluntly cut to her chin, and then she has length. So it's supposed to be choppy razor cut inspired by a Japanese hairstyle. So very distinctive. I can see that. Yeah. So what they're going for is a technologic, like very futuristic sculpted look. So I feel like I see that. So then the other one was Lady Gaga, and you can see here she even has shorter bangs, very blunt bangs, and then with the face framing
Miley
pieces.
Cyrus did it better.
Yeah. And then Billie Eilish has it as well.
Though.
Yeah.
That's a haircut that like you have to style.
Yes. No. And so
Imagine
Billie
that,
Eilish
like,
had it as
when
well,
you
but she
air dry.
Yeah, so she has hers pulled back, and then she also wore a cap, so it's not as obvious. And then she also changes clothes once they got into the award ceremony. So then her look changed. But so hers, because she doesn't style her hair as glam as Lady Gaga and Miley Cyrus do, so the cut looks totally different. But she has like the little fringy bits hanging by her face. So I'm like, ooh. So will you be getting this cut?
No.
Is the
No. Number one, that is a very that hairstyle is one of those, like I said, you have to do.
Yes.
Like you cannot just wake up and air dry your hair
and go out like
it's gonna
that.
literally be like
Someone's gonna think that like your kid came and just chopped your hair, like because
Yeah.
it's just like the one piece right here. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it also like Miley Cyrus did it okay. It looks like, I don't love it. I would never wear that. But like
she makes
it's
it look
like,
edgy.
okay,
Yeah.
in that outfit, in that environment, it's fine.
Yeah.
But like an everyday look, like also, how do you put your hair in a ponytail?
You just let that fringy bit hang, so then that falls out
with
the chopped bangs, with the fringy face framing pieces, and then you pull it into a sleek ponytail. That's the only look you can do.
I can't
like,
do that.
unless you're able to pin back all of the extra pieces until it
Yeah.
grows out long enough to pull back.
Yeah, I just can't get behind the haircut. It's like you said, it's like a Japanese like bob with a bang, and then they just added long hair to it.
Yeah. It's very, I can see it being like futuristic, very Japanese style. Like they can get away with like really like, like all that kind of stuff.
Americans,
Whereas,
no.
Yeah. Like we're more conservative and like very like, how can I make this hairstyle work to run to the gym, go to the grocery store, go to a business meeting? Like, we wouldn't be able to do that unless we were celebrities on the red carpet.
So that's a brand new hairstyle?
Yes. Yeah.
So that's going to be, do you think it's really going to catch and we're going to see it only on like celebrities, or do you think we're going to see it on like people?
I think that's a great question, because typically what we see on the red carpet does tend to trickle down to like us normal people. I don't think this one's going to catch.
It's not
this is too edgy. It's too complicated. It's achievable, but like you said, it's going to be one that only certain hair
High
textures
maintenance.
can like keep up with. And then also for styling, like we're not going to do that to ourselves. Anything that requires us to have to like pin extra pieces
Every
back,
day.
we're out.
no.
Like the fringy bangs and the curtain bangs, that was already like enough maintenance for the average like girls here, that I think we wouldn't want to add extra hair pieces to that would fall out of a ponytail. So I don't think it's going to catch. Like
it's like, if we had a hairdresser that did our hair every day
Of
for us, like a
course.
stylist, then sure.
Yeah. Cut
But
all the random
no.
pieces. Like you're going to be doing this for me
Oh
every
my
day.
gosh.
Like,
What a dream
Yeah.
that you just wake up and like people do your makeup and hair and you're like, I look great.
yeah. Thank you. I love all these edgy cuts. Like
If I was rich, I would get a massage. I wouldn't even care so much about my hair and my makeup. I feel like I'd be like, whatever, I could do that myself for the most part.
Yeah.
Like, unless obviously I did a red carpet or something.
Yeah.
But my thing I would spoil myself is a chef.
Ooh.
And I would get a massage probably, if not every day, like every other day. Guaranteed.
That's pretty nice.
That would be my thing.
Yeah.
And I think like if you have good food.
Yeah.
And your body is like massaged out and worked, and like it drains your lymphatic system, and like it's so good for you. I feel like you're great.
Yeah.
You're cruising.
No,
You're gonna
I would
live
definitely,
forever.
I'm like you. I would definitely want a chef. The chef I think would be game changer for like where I'm at in my life. And then probably like, not that I need a personal trainer, but I think someone who would come in and be like, let's go do a fun workout together. Like, I think
For
I would
sure.
just be living my best life. Like someone who's
Sure.
going to
That would
cook
be
all that
third for me.
delicious food for me. And then someone who's going to be like, oh my gosh, I got a great workout. Let's go. And then I'd be done for the day with everything. I could just be normal, be there for my kids. And I mean, I don't know what kind of lifestyle I have with this personal chef and nutritionist, or, you
You're
know,
like, I don't even have to pick up my kids.
yeah, I know. I might even have an au pair. Like I might have a driver. So like, who knows what I'm doing with my day? But I feel like those are the things.
We definitely are going to have a nanny. It's like not maybe a full-time nanny, but definitely a nanny that comes in when you're like, I got to go here, or like, I'm going to do a date
I'm
night.
so
or,
busy with my Pilates.
I want to go on a vacation.
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be my thing, vacationing.
Yes.
Boy.
Yeah. Open up a whole new world if you get Heather and I being able to just like go on vacations whenever we want. Like
That would just, I think I just wouldn't spend. I would be bougie in different ways than I
Yes.
think the average celebrity.
Yeah.
I I would really travel. I would like fly first class. I wouldn't have my own jet. That's a little bougie.
Yeah.
That's a little
And we don't
extra.
need storage fees where we're going to park it and fees
Yeah,
at the
no.
airport. We don't need all that.
I'm not going to do like a $400 t-shirt.
No.
Like
Like a
I
basic
just
white
wouldn't-
tee for 400.
Yeah,
That's
like,
great.
Even their basic white tees, I feel like that you see like sometimes these stylists like share like, oh, Taylor Swift wore this white tee, and you look it up, it's like $140 for a white t-shirt, and you're like,
Target, $8. Thank you so much. Like replicate the same look. Thank you.
like, don't get me wrong, I would spend a little more money on clothes than I do now, right?
Yeah.
Like I
Of
wouldn't
course.
be like, ooh, those $10 shoes are a little pricey.
I don't know if it's in my budget today. It's not my birthday.
Like, that's how I feel right
Yeah.
now. I'm
Yeah.
like, even running shoes.
oh my gosh.
gosh.
Over $100.
Like,
Easy.
When you see like even the 90 or the $100 mark, which is standard for a running shoe now, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
like
I'm like, do I really
this better
need
last me
these?
3 years.
Yeah, these better have top performing reviews, like the best shoes.
yeah. So I wouldn't be obviously as stingy as that, but like I would not be buying $500 jeans or like I would. And a lot of people are like, you say that now. And I'm like, no, that's just not something I'd spend money on. Like, I'd rather spend way more money because I paid for my friend to go on vacation with me. Or like I bought them a cool like present. Or I bought a car for somebody that really needed it. Or whatever. I would be, or like I need a massage every 2 days.
Yeah, and I think also because we have kids too, so I just know that like life experiences for me to make my life better for me, my kids and my friends, like my friends and my family would be like, how can I like enjoy this time with them, not on this like t-shirt. I feel like that would be where my money would go for as well.
Yeah. I was actually talking to Alva the other day. I was like, what would you do if I can't remember the amount of money. I wanted to say I said like 500 million or something. I was like, what would you do if you won the lottery and you won like $500 million? And he didn't really answer me actually, now that I think about it. Because I was like, well, what I would do.
Let me tell you.
I mean, he agreed with me, so I guess he kind of answered. But I would pretty much probably pay all of my best friends' mortgages off.
That's
guaranteed.
a good one. Yeah, that's really
Like I'd pay my immediate family's mortgages off. I would probably, I told him I'd either pay my family's mortgage off like my extended family, or I would decide like a lump sum that I would give them. Like I'd each give each family this much.
That's
money.
a really good, a lot of money. I feel like that's a good one.
And then like, Jackie, if I pay your mortgage off, like
where are we going?
Coming and being like,
Where are we going? What
Heather,
vacations?
you're also going to pay for my dinner, right? I'm joking. I just feel like you bless them.
Yeah.
Like yes, don't get me wrong, I would continue to bless you. Like if I was like, let's go on a cool vacation and I would pay
And
for
you're
it,
like,
obviously.
no, you're like, here's the itinerary and it's like a 20
Here's
grand
half of the
vacation.
Airbnb.
Yeah. And then like, I'm like, well, I can't afford that. Like,
So obviously, like I would still bless, continue. But like, I feel like blessing somebody with something like that immediately is better than just little things over time.
no, you've given these people financial freedom. Because you have to think of like what a mortgage typically, like normal people, you know, everyone has like different types of debt. But I feel like a
quite a
house
few
mortgage,
grand a month.
exactly, like a house mortgage is huge to create financial like independence for grown adults today. So I think that's a beautiful gift to give people if you guys win that type of money.
You're like,
That's fine.
thank you, my mortgage.
I
will
like
be
that.
paid off.
I approve of this. Like,
Gosh, but yeah.
and it wouldn't even take away. You have to think how much that is too. Like compared to 500 million like dollars, compared to hundreds of thousands of dollars to help finish off everyone's mortgage. Like that wouldn't even like take away from your guys's pile. Like
No, because gosh, you put like 100 million in like even a like high yield savings, and you can live off of the. I think 100. Let's do the math now. What's so an interest rate right now is like 4%. So let's do $100 million times 0.04. Your salary for the year will be $4 million.
So it's fine. Then it's good to go.
I can live. I think I could live off $4 million. I think
That's
I think
okay. Yeah,
That's okay.
That's
that would
fine.
be a good price.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't even.
You can
have
still
to
get your
pretty much
massages. It's fine.
touch your money.
No,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah.
Like you could just put 100 million in a high yield savings, live off of the 4 million, because you obviously at that point you could even use some of your other money to like just buy out your house or whatever.
Yes. Yeah. Just to pay
Live
off
on the
whatever
4
your
million.
debt is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just give money to your friends and like pay off their houses
And just have like a nice life. I feel like just to be normal people with that type of money and just live like fear free. of like, you know, what would happen to me if I couldn't pay my bills. Like that's kind of scary for normal people. So to be able to take that away is beautiful. Like
I would just, you'd be like, I don't know, Heather, if we have the money to go on that cruise this summer. And I'd be like, I paid your mortgage off. You better have money.
yeah. Where did the money go?
And I'd be like, okay, it's fine. I'll get
that's okay. I'll get it this time.
But I would be like, what do you mean you don't have money?
Yeah. Like that was supposed to be that money. You should have money for a cruise every month now.
An extra, like quite a few grand.
Yeah.
I saved you a whole cruise. Like,
every month.
2 cruises every month. Yeah, that would be great. My grandma keeps telling me she's going to win the lottery and pay my house off. Guys, I'm still waiting. She keeps saying that. I'm like, Mima, how about you actually do it?
Yeah.
Not
I'm
just
waiting. Yeah.
She's like, yeah, your mortgage will be paid off one day. And I'm like, when?
Yeah.
Because that would be nice if it was now.
Yeah, of course. Like now is the time. Like,
but it's okay.
Yeah.
Well, that took a turn.
It's okay. It was fun. Yeah. So listeners, be sure to drop in the comments if you see us on socials and let us know what you would spend $500 million on. What would you do with like a lottery win? Yeah. Would you be getting like Heather said, she's getting a chef and someone to give her massages a couple times a week. I would definitely get a chef as well. What are you getting if you win the lottery? We'd love to know.
And a cleaning lady.
Oh,
Did we not mention that?
No, we didn't mention that only because we were talking about just like selfishly like ourselves, but adding to the fact that we have kids, we would definitely want to add the cleaning lady on top.
And they need to do laundry.
Yes, especially when you have a multi-kid family, like that's so much work, like that's so much time. So cleaning lady would help for sure.
So you're given $500 million. What are you spending it on?
Yeah.
What is your like top 3 things that you're like, that is what I'm getting immediately?
Yeah.
And let us know.
Yeah.
Because
I feel like it would be fun to hear what people say. Like it'd be a fun little poll, kind of like, where are people at these days? Like what kind of feels like a luxury to you today? Like if you could afford it. So be fun
not
to see
close.
the responses.
That would be my answer.
Not close. No, that's fine.
No. Well, remember to always like, subscribe, rate our show, which by the way, we actually need to start doing this in the beginning in case they for some reason don't make it all the way through.
Yeah.
But rate our show. And it really helps us. We also, if you're listening currently before Valentine's Day, be sure to enter our giveaway. We have a giveaway going on. So enter that and win some free stuff. It's good stuff too. And
be selfish for Valentine's Day. Like spoil yourself by entering our giveaway.
For real. It ends on Valentine's Day. So we will announce the winner. So we might have a special guest next week. We haven't decided yet.
It's going to be a surprise. You'll have to wait and see.
It's going to be a surprise.
Yeah.
You're going to have to wait and see, but it'll probably be a really good one. So be sure to
subscribe so you don't miss out.
Yes. Yeah. And subscribe. Put the little bell on if you're on YouTube. Yeah. And we will chat next week.
Bye. Bye.